I'm very excited to turn now to our next guest, actor Josh Hartnett. He's known for roles in very, very popular movies, Virgin Suicides, Black Hawk Down, Oppenheimer, and now he stars in the new M. Night Shyamalan thriller Trap. Hartnett plays Cooper, a seemingly loving father who takes his daughter to a pop concert, quickly realizes the entire thing is an elaborate setup for police to catch a serial killer known as the Butcher, and the twist is Cooper is the Butcher, or at least he appears to be. In this clip, Cooper tries to convince his daughter to escape the show without making her suspicious.
Look at the stage where that guy came out. I wonder what's down there. Hey, we should climb down and see where it leads. It looks really cool.
What?
Would it be unbelievable to see what's down there? See how they put on the show? There might be costumes and things.
That's crazy. We can't go down there. You're acting strange. Is something wrong, Dad?
No. I'm just excited for you is all.
And Josh Hartnett joins us now. Josh, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you. I'm a big Night fan, M. Night Shyamalan. This movie's fantastic. The twist will get you. You read the script before it was a movie. What'd you think?
Well, I mean, I knew I wanted to do it because I love Knight's work, but really reading the script, I knew it was going to be an incredible challenge, and I like to take on a challenge. This character is so delicate, the balance between like the evil and the light, and it's sort of Technicolor. It's like the lights are very light, the darks are very dark, and I knew that if Knight was going to take this on, he was going to do it well. He wasn't going to let me fail, and so, you know, I knew it was going to be a crazy ride, but I was in for it.
He has this way of making movies that are elaborate, but also realistic.
Yeah.
What about this character specifically that pulled you into this movie, while also finding some parallels with your own personality?
I didn't find any parallels with myself. Thank you very much. I tried to keep this character as far away from me as possible and tried to just do a lot of research into both psychopathy. I read this really great book called The Psychopath Test that sort of...
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about that?
I've heard about it, yeah. 10%
of the population apparently has psychopathic tendencies, not necessarily serial killer tendencies. But there are a lot of people that you could probably name a few that you see on TV sometimes who you would think, yeah, that's totally a psychopath.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a few, maybe a politician or two. And I sort of decided, like, I could go into it from that angle. Basically, like, it's not necessarily serial killer first. It's just like, could I understand what it would be like to try and hide your identity, put this other kind of facade on in front of you that you spend your whole life kind of living, but really having this deep, dark secret. And then from there, it's just like trying to have fun and fill all those kind of corners of the script that Knight really wanted filled. And as you said, Knight's movies are really high concept and fun, but at the heart of it, there's always like a really interesting character drama. And yeah, that's fun for us.
I couldn't believe that I was rooting for the serial killer when I was watching this freaking movie. It's like, I'm not a suspense thriller person, so I was a little scared to watch it. There were points where I literally was covering part of it with my hand when I was watching on my phone. But what was it like for you to have to embody someone that is so far away, I hope, and think, from who you are?
Well, and far away from anyone that I could meet. Like, I couldn't go meet a serial killer and try and figure out, you know, why do you do what you do? So I had to just read up and try to imagine what it would be like to be in that situation. And there are lots of things that you could use as a corollary, like people who hide their lives in different ways, right? But I sort of, for me, it was an exercise in trying to do something that's so far outside of what I understand, and that's what is fun about being an actor, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to be an actor who's always doing the same thing all the time.
What do you feel about this moment in your career? People are calling it a Josh Hartnett renaissance, right? You've been Oppenheimer, The Bear, now this.
Yeah, what do I think? I'm very happy that people are seeing what I'm doing right now. I've been trying to do really interesting work for years, and some of it just kind of, we thought things would be hits that weren't hits, and now suddenly things are starting to work. But I've always been doing sort of a similar thing, where I'm just trying to subvert the audience's expectations of what they think I can do, and make fun films. And in this last few years, I've been working with directors who really have a great audience, and suddenly, you know, actors are never any better than the director they're working with, so, you know, I've been very lucky to work with some great people recently.
Well, you have been showing your versatility for, what, 20 20 years, 20
It's
plus
been
years?
like 26, but thank you for making it 20.
We got to go, but what advice do you have to someone starting their career? Because you've been in there a long time and doing it at a high level.
Stick to your guns. Don't let anybody else tell you who you are.
Oh,
That's
I love
the biggest
that.
thing.
Even when what they tell you is good, you've gotten a lot of praise, but it.
I got advice from an actor, like a very famous actor, I'm not going to name him, years ago, and he said, you're never as good as they say you are, and you're never as bad as they say you are. But
Yeah.
just kind of know yourself, and then grow through the process.
Never too high, never too low.
Yeah.
Stay even.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks
It's been
for
a
having
real
me.
pleasure. Appreciate it. And you can see Trap in theaters. You should. It comes out August 2nd.